We ready?
Yes.
I'm trying to think of the right intro situation here. Wheat flour versus corn tortillas. Where do you stand? This is a very polarizing issue, something that we've been dealing with at Masienda for years now. People think that just because we're a corn company, we have no love or respect for wheat flour, which is just bullshit. We love wheat flour tortillas, but we have like an allegiance to corn. So we're gonna mix it up. We have a 50-50 tortilla today that we're making with our friends at Hayden Flour Mills. They are an Arizona-based family-owned company that makes unbelievably delicious flours using, in this case, Sonora wheat. So we're gonna make breakfast tortillas with this. Feels very fitting, right? Let's give it a try. One of the many things I love about this product is that it reminds me of Betty Crocker brownies, or like pancake mix.
It's so very easy. You just add water and 2 fresh eggs.
It just kind of has that nostalgia to it. One whole packet should do about 24 tortillas of about 5 or 6 inches. I'm gonna add my fat in first, my pre-measured baking powder, not soda, and some salt. I'm gonna work this until small crumbles start to appear. This could take a second because small crumbles. I'm gonna gradually incorporate warm water in here until I get to the right temperature. And unlike masa harina, which has no gluten in it, there is gluten in here because of the wheat flour we have. So just gonna keep in mind that unlike masa harina, I can't just work this forever until my heart is content. There is gonna be some gluten developing over time that you wanna be conscious of. Now that I've got the dry and wet ingredients pretty evenly mixed, I'm gonna continue to knead this a little bit on the table here. It's just a little easier to work. All right, it says to do this. Just making sure we got the flouring of the surface shot. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to now separate this into portions. For one full packet, you can sort of count on about 24 tortillas. I don't know, what are we going with today? It's not quite 24, but what do we got, 20? I'm gonna make a little larger of a tortilla. I'm gonna roll these into little balls, get these prepped out, and let them rest for 30 minutes. Itty bitty one. The runt, that's mine. Okay, didn't use this spatula, but you can have one out just in case you need it. Easy. So I'm just gonna use a damp kitchen towel and set that over my dough balls and let it sit for about half an hour so it rests and starts to rise just a little bit, gets a little bit more kind of like, heft in the dough. So my dough balls have been sitting now for half an hour, slightly risen, and I'm gonna just start pressing out a bunch of tortillas. So one of the cool things about using a 50-50 tortilla, we're gonna use a tortilla press to not roll these out, but to easily press these. We're gonna use 2 plastic liners to make sure that the masa or the dough doesn't get stuck to either side of the tortilla press plate, but any kind of plastic will do. And that's it. I'm gonna keep doing these. Each side, I'll probably, honestly, color here is gonna be a really important indicator for me. I've got my heat set to about medium, and I'll probably do 20 seconds per side to start to get a nice little sear on it, and then cook until I get a nice little char. So I'm taking this off. I've got some nice color developed on both sides. It's feeling a little crusty, still a little molten in the center, and I'm gonna put it in my tortilla warmer to keep steaming. The best way to finish a tortilla actually is a tortilla warmer. Whether it's a kitchen towel or a real beautiful tortilla warmer that's available at masienda.com. These will continue to kind of steam through and create some additional elasticity. So even though it feels like really crusty when you take it off of the comal in like a good way, like kind of that outer texture that you want, storing it in here will make sure that it steams through and actually create some elasticity to complement that crustiness so it's not breaking and falling apart in your hands. So I'm gonna keep making these again. Please don't get that overhead shot of the tortilla I just broke. And we'll then assemble our breakfast tacos. So I'm just gonna build these one by one. We've got some asiento that I've got just sitting in my fridge. A soft scramble, some chorizo, and some of our salsa matcha. I'm using actually, conveniently, since these are breakfast tacos, a coffee salsa matcha. We call it the red eye. Oh, hi Allegra. Well.
Hi, good morning. Yes, what do you have?
Oh, nice one. Dude, you
gonna
get one.
That one.
How's my coffee? I didn't measure.
Coffee is actually the hit. That Masienda Buna coffee.